Welcome back to another video on the Chris390 Sorare channel. And today we are going to be doing a bit of crafting, looking at if we made MLS Streak 5 and what else we did in the week. Okay, so I won't give anything away now, but I will go to our rewards. I can't even hold a straight face. It wasn't a great week at all. Really frustrating. Let's claim our rewards and I can show you kind of what went on. Bit of a frustrating week, I think. Yeah, as you can see, we didn't make it, unfortunately. We'll just get those essence in. 61 essence, what a load of rubbish. It was a terrible week, I can't lie. It was just an awful week. One of those ones you just have on so rare. Everyone has them every now and again, and it's just frustrating. So we look at the squads where we go to play. Go to last game week. So we did championship team. To be honest, I didn't expect much of that, so I went in with that thinking just chuck anyone in. 265 points, doesn't really bother me at all. Premier League had a bit of a shocker. Obviously City were terrible at Villa, so that killed that team. Salah managed to get a goal again, so hopefully it might rejuvenate Mo Salah. Obviously Gay, was unreal again with his last man tackle. And Pickford had an absolute shocker against Spurs at home. So, a bit frustrating. Diaz did well on my other team. Danso did well. I had him in my club. I crafted, and obviously he's come in handy now because obviously Spurs are starting to use him because there's been injury to Christian Romero. So, yeah, Ekitike didn't do great. Yeah. It's safe, that team. So, we still got one team in Div 1, which is good. But we will need to get our second team back into Div 1 again. Again, another shocking week for Eredivisie. Joey, obviously, final played PSV, and I said this in my last video. It was always going to be a tricky one because I knew that they were going to struggle against each other. I just knew it was going to be a tough game, and of course, they didn't. They proved me right in the sense that it wasn't a great week. Marvin Young did really well against Sparta Rotterdam against Telstar, so that was a good pick. But the rest, yeah, because it was such a high-scoring game. And of course, I picked all the players that weren't involved in the goals. So, yeah, terrible week. Relegate again. I'm just not sure what to do with this Eredivisie. I'm actually debating even selling it and just potentially going into a rare lineup. I don't know yet. I've kind of been on the fence about this. I don't know whether to go into a rare lineup maybe, or I'm just not sure because I've got some other decisions I'm going to talk about. So, here is my MLS team that went for the MLS Streak 5 to glory, and unfortunately we didn't get it. It's really frustrating because I actually thought we were in a very good chance. Evander, our new signing, didn't turn up for that the first game in 8 games. Brilliant. Obviously Drea turned up as usual. Bert Holt wasn't too bad. These two were on for 70 each up until the last 20-30 minutes of the game. Because I watched it, and I watched up to about 75 minutes, and it was 0-0. I was thinking 2-0, and I was thinking this is good. This is going on. And Chicago were nowhere near it, so I thought, oh, there's no way they're getting back in this. I then flicker back onto it later, and they're 2-2, and I was like, no, because I mean, let's be honest, another 23 points, another 26 points, that's 49 points, and suddenly we're in the 400 category again. And yeah, it's not enough in the end, and it was just frustrating because Evander let us down as well. So a bit of frustration, especially as they won 1-0 at home, and Evander was involved, but yeah. Can't be out. Christian, I could have gone Christian Roldan. I probably should have done the end because he would have again got me more points, and that team did alright in the classic, and he's got promoted. So nice little Div 2 team type there. But yeah, just frustrating we didn't reach the 5th streak there. But we go again. We've tried and finish off the MLS season strongly. My contender team got promoted. Not a great week, but we were carried solidly through by Enzo Leopold with 95 points. Great scoring from him. The only person I was going to check on in this game was Neubauer. I got 60. They moved into a central Neubauer who I've got as well. So I could have put Neubauer in and we would have been alright there. But yeah, Enzo Leopold had a great weekend. And if I had put him in 60 points and 37, what would another 37 points got me? It got me at least 100 essence. So it's these little decisions I've just got to start getting right, but it is what it is. Can't help it. My champion team got relegated because Bayern decided to go for their little rotation phase, which is frustrating. Which is why I'm tempted to sell him because I'm not getting massive. I've not got enough of them to do well in the Champions League stages, and I just don't know whether to invest in more, so I can get nearly 160 quid for these two alone, another 40 for him, so I'm looking at about 230 quid for these four. I just think I could put that into a rare team and go for a rare team. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'd love to know in the comments, or message me what you would do with that, because I'm really now in a position where I kind of want to change my gallery a little bit, and I feel like because of the less players in rare and in season, we may be able to get some more value out of the club than keep sticking these in champion. Because like now I'm about to Div 2, I'm just a bit like painful. Under 23s, I didn't expect much out of this, but again, no one really showed up at all. And we had a DMP which killed us for safety, so not great. All-Star, I mean, Shenza scored for Southampton, even though they lost to Blackburn. As a Southampton fan, I'm losing my head at the moment because we're shocking. It's really shocked Taylor Hart-Bellis was dropped. Didn't deserve to be dropped. Obviously, Hart had a touch against Celtic, so I wasn't expecting massive from him, so he'll pick up hopefully again next week. Semenyo had a quiet game, so did John McGinn, even though they were both on the winning side. So this rare team, I need to improve probably John McGinn. But overall, I don't think it's going to be too far off this now. So I think I'm kind of on track with actually starting to get essence of this. I mean, I know I'm 156 points away, and that sounds like a lot. But I know Adam Armstrong will pick up more points as the season goes on. Leo Shenzo will carry on scoring high. I know Semenyo will have a good week. He's been scoring in the 70s, 80s all every week, so he's doing all right. McCarthy, if he carries on in goal, will do all right. And Taylor Hart-Bellis, they'll just pick up. Like, it will just pick up. Like, it won't sit down here anymore. So, it's, yeah, just frustrating, but it is what it is. My all-star team here didn't do very well. Even though they got 325 points, I suppose not enough. It's massively off it. It didn't help the Cameron McCarthy because DMP. You've got Safe, everyone's just played. Nothing amazing in there. This was a pretty solid team, but again, nothing amazing really. I mean, there's better scores in here overall, but again, 0 doesn't help. It's killing me. And then you got relegated because I had Tabari and Callum McGregor, and then I had 2 players who got 0. Killer, absolute killer blow. I'm relegated with that. So, yeah, like I said, not a great week, but we have got enough to do a craft. Hopefully something can be added to the squad. I am playing 1 or 2 teams in this week, but I'm not really expecting much. Yeah, look, I mean, these games are done already. DMP again. I'm not going to get anything from there. I mean, they might just keep the scores going to keep changing, but I'm really not expecting much from these guys. I mean, this is doing all right here. It looks all right here. It would have come for 100 essence right now. Be great if we could stay in the 100 essence. Don't think we'll get much further. You never know. Lucas Dassin's an interesting one. He started and now he's just been benched. And this Doofus guy, I don't know, Doofus, whatever you want to call him, he's actually been firing for them. Tardio looks good. They just look really good at the main set. And they play 4th and they won 6-0. So maybe we need to just invest in more of those players. But yeah, overall, not too bad. Nothing special, but it would get our team out of Div 3 again into Div 2, which would be quite nice. And we've still got Pereira to play, so a couple of games still going on. So it'll be interesting to see how that ends up. But yeah, nothing much really this week. So, looking forward now, it'd be really nice if I've got Premier League and All-Star Essence. So I'd love to get a Halloween special, especially if I get a Premier League one, just because I have obviously a lot of Premier League stacks now. Obviously, there's the Halloween competition this week. Let's see what we can get out of it. So we're going to draw one. Just give us something. I don't really care, really. If there's anything special. It's standard. Okay, so I've seen a lot of good ones in number 9. I'm going to go number 9. And we get... Yes! I wanted a Premier League one and we did get one. We got Ferdy Kadioglu. And actually, if I look in this section, I don't think I could have done much better than that, to be honest. Jed Spence maybe would have been a bit better, but I'm pretty happy with that. Ferdy Kadioglu. So obviously a Brighton player. We'll have to look who Brighton have got this weekend, but that actually is a good little pull. So let's welcome Ferdy Kadioglu to the club. That's a brilliant pull. So obviously he won't turn up for a minute because Sorare are quite slow at updating the galleries. Yeah, so we'll just wait on him. Yeah, let's actually go and look at Cadiogo. Is it Cadiogo? Yeah. So his in season's £2.37, brilliant. Obviously his scores aren't amazing, but they've got Ipswich. They've got Ipswich at the weekend now. This could be a good week for him. So they've got Leeds, Palace, Derby, and then he's got his Turkey. Now I think he plays for Turkey as well. So actually, let's just go and have a look, see who he played in the last international break. Yes, he does play in the international break. So that isn't a terrible card for a Halloween special. Now, how many do you need? Let's go and have a look quickly at these competitions because they are new. Obviously, you've got the curse now. We'd go for limited. Rare plus. Okay, so you can play a rare limited. Okay. Well, that's a bit naff if you ask me. So, 1,300 people in. It only pays up the top 100. Top 100? Are they joking? Come on, EA. Surely you need to sort your rewards out there. That is a bit atrocious. Oh, I see. It's got curse rest of Europe. Oh, I see. So that is actually only. Even so though, 1,300 players and you go less than 10% is going to get a reward. That is not good. I personally think that's really poor from EA. EA, that's so rare. Why don't I say EA for? If I'm playing FIFA, I've just been playing FIFA. But no, for so rare, I think that's quite poor. Yeah, really frustrating that. I thought they were going to do some really good rewards for this. And obviously, a cursed jersey is super cool, and if you win $2,000, amazing. $2,000 is unreal. But it's not that great overall. And unless you go for the big gun players, so if we went, let's have a quick look at FootMob. Just get FootMob up a sec. Now, if we go Premier League fixtures, so this weekend we're looking at Brighton v Leeds. Brighton, that's a tough game because Leeds are all right. So let's be honest. So Fulham are probably a good team to have this week because Wolves are struggling big time. Cannot seem to get a result anywhere. So let's be realistic. Fulham are a good team to have this weekend. Palace at home to Brentford, probably a good team to have because Brentford are good at home, but are they as good away? Arsenal, even though Burnley had to steal back Arsenal to smash that. Tottenham, Chelsea. Nothing there. You would argue this would be a good one for Liverpool, but they're in terrible form, just like Villa, so weird game. Sunderland v Everton, weird game. I'd like to think City at home to Bournemouth would do something. But then again, Bournemouth are flying, so you just don't know. And then obviously Newcastle are probably going to be the favourites in that. And I reckon if you look at this, Fulham and Newcastle and Arsenal are probably your best bets and probably Brighton because Brighton are good at home. So yeah, it's a tough game week really for Premier League. It's not one where I go, oh yeah, there's loads of players I'd go and buy for this. So if I was to go and have a look, let's go and have a look anyway, because for you guys that probably want to get these sort of players, let's go and have a look. I'm just going to go on instant buy so we know where they are. Now we'll stick with just the Halloween specials for now. So you know what? Screw it. We'll have cursed editions in. But I wouldn't go spending massive on this because I don't think you're gonna benefit massively out of this. So realistically, Haaland home to Bournemouth probably going to get you goals. But again, I wouldn't buy him as the player where I go, you know what? I want Haaland as my. I'd have him as the normal version that you probably already got in your squads. Let's take out Cursed Edition because it's clearly just focusing on Kirsten. What's the Harry Maguire one? That's brilliant. Who have Man United got actually? Oh, he's not going to play. He's been injured. Wait, it's not Forest, aren't they? Yeah. So Halloween Special Edition. Let's stick with limited. I'm going to stick with limited because that's what I'm playing at the moment. So if you want my advice for limited, I can help you, but I don't think for rare I'm that great. Cody Gakpo. Yeah, not bad, I suppose. I mean, scoring's good. Who have they got, though? Villa at home, and yeah, I reckon that's not a bad shout. 59 quid's a lot of money, but if you've got market credits, could be, or you might be able to get them on the market. To be fair, gee, if I go to manage sales, does it take off the Halloween? Oh no, it doesn't. Good, let's have a look, see what he is on there. 50 quid still, yeah, it's quite pricey. See if we can. I'll tell you what, I'm going to search for 20 quid's worth. Because let's be honest, you don't want to be spending more than that. You can still use them for other game weeks, remember, so it's not the end of the world, but you don't really want to spend more than that. Let's have a look through. Elliot Anderson, they got United and United playing well at the moment. Andy Robertson, I don't think he'll start. I mean, they got him down to 60%, but him and Kirkes are too, like, wishy-washy. Jared Bowen, but they're at home to Newcastle. Maybe get you 60 points. Granit Xhaka wouldn't be a terrible option at home to Everton, because I think Sunderland are flying, and he's not a bad point scorer. So yeah, I probably would say and especially at £14, that's quite good value actually. No, Joe Rodon's good. Only I think he'll drop off soon. He'll go back to that £2-3. He's just had a couple of good game weeks. Right. Semenyo hasn't really performed right at Man City. Ugh. Zubimendi, no. I've been using Zubimendi. Oh man, Munoz might not be a bad shout. Munoz at home to Palace. Yeah, I think that, I personally think that's a good shout. Krupi, but then he's away. It's a tough game week actually to pick out. My personal opinion would be to avoid this completely. I wouldn't even go near that competition, and I would just focus on your normal leagues. Personally, I wouldn't go spending extra money, if this makes sense, on top of what you've already spent for your season. Like, I wouldn't go and stick money on the account. If you've got money there or a lot of like market credits, then maybe it's worth it. But for me, it's just, I think the rewards are too harsh. Like, let's go rare plus. See now, rare plus. If you went to rare, that's worth it, because I think even though you're going to pay more, so let's work it out. So if you go, I'll go instant buy actually just quickly for this, because I'm not going to spend ages talking it, but. I don't know, I said I wouldn't go through rare, but actually, rare kind of makes more sense if you can pick up some cheap items. So let's drop it down to £38, and let's see what we can get. We want the big four, don't we? Because at the end of the day, that's what we're going to be playing. Let's really like nail down who's playing. So you got again some good options here. Like, if he does play, he's a great option, Andy Robertson. He'll definitely score you points in rare. Aspas. Again, trouble he's been coming on. That's a bit risky. I won't risk Aspas now. Dan Ballard's a great option. Like, at home to Everton, I think it's a great option for a rare, cheap rare. Alvaro Garcia maybe not be a terrible option. Who are they home to again, sorry? Villarreal. Tough fixture, that one. Jordan Teze, home to Paris, to 6v12. You never know, it might be a good result. And I want to say he's a right back. Could be wrong, but I want to say he's a right back, and I think that's not a bad option. £38. Rubers, who has he got? Oh, he's injured. Forget that. That's why he's cheap. Just trying to see who's got some decent scores lately. Mats Pfeiffer, obviously at home against Leeds. Yeah, Brighton players, not terrible players to go for. Let's just, I mean, you could do that option. Let's just spend to 50 and see what really comes out then. Again, not massively amount. Let's go to manage sales, see if there's anything more. Sometimes you get a bit more. Okay, so you get yourself a GK. Michelin, they're playing Anderslev, but they are ahead of Anderslev. Oh, it's a home, that's a Turkey one. Chance on Wembley if he plays will be a good one. Who else we got? Florian Lejeune. Now he's really old, but he's been around a while, but he carries on playing for Rayo Vallecano and he is scoring well. He seems like he's doing a solid job there. Aspas 16. Nah, I wouldn't say Aspas. You don't want that potential. If he comes off the bench and doesn't do much, you're screwed. Again, that's not a bad option. Borussia Mönchengladbach, 18th. He's an A rate. I'm not sure I agree with the A rated. For that, Rafa, not like to play. Felix Klaus, who are they playing? They're playing Paderborn. No chance. Don't go near that. That would be a good scoring week, or very unlikely it'll be a good scoring week. So there's a lot of. I mean, you could go rare. If you wanted to do that competition, you could go rare. And there's a little devil or something in my head telling me that I want to go to try that for rare. Because how many do you need? How many do you actually need for these? It's free, isn't it? Is it free? Yeah, free Halloween cards. So you don't even need loads. You can go and get 2 normal. But let's say 99 players. I mean, let's say there's going to be 300 to 400 players of this, isn't there? But even then, your chances are you're looking at a 25% chance of getting $50 back. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, you'll see this and comment about it, because I'll be interested to see what your thoughts are on it. But yeah, there's a lot to do with that. Let's go and level up some players. I don't know how to do my vault a bit more or anything. He's also 200 in the vault. How's he 200? I definitely might do. He never plays. I think I'm going to vault him for 200. I'd be silly not to. I'm not going to vault him. Just have a look see if there's anyone else worth vaulting. Endrick, but never plays. 200. Leonard Cole. I'm going to start using this guy. Leonard Cole. He's the guy I'm going to start using. I really like the way he scored some unreal goals recently. Another 200 for. He doesn't play. All these crafts, I might as well just stick in there, because I'm not actually going to get anything out. 1,295. What? How does it work? How much? So after level 2, it's 200, 400, 800. So it's part of me thinking, Arthston, right? He's doing a good job, but I'm not going to use him much more. Again, Volt, don't use him. Volt. I can always get these players back out, but I never use them. They never play. Oh, I've just been a muppet. I've actually been pressing on the levels, not the vault. I thought it was too good to be true. I was like, oh. And that is probably, you can all take the piss out of me in the comments. Fucking hell. You dumb twat. Oh, that makes more sense now. Now it's starting to make a bit more sense. Even then, Endrick 20. Get rid of him for 2. Let's just have a look, see what I could get for all these. Even that 200 for that is pretty good. Yeah, see now, look, this makes more sense. I did think at the time, I was like, am I being silly? And then now it's kind of all coming together and making sense. 200 for him is actually really good. But he's a rookie card as well. I'll hold on to him. Actually, because I think I'm going to use him. I'm not using him. 36. I could do it trying to get up my vault up now. Just don't know if there's enough players to vault. I'm going to think about that. Especially just had a massive, absolute meltdown about my XP. I kind of want to put it on my players actually. I'm going to try and focus on my good players. So the players that play every week for me. Which is the likes of obviously 3,900 XP now. Getting to a level with Donnarumma, it's getting expensive because of his out season. Right, I think he's coming back. Get him. Rodri, I'm going to do Zubimendi because I think Zubimendi I'll be playing in my second team. No one there. Frimpong, not really asked about. Or for 9, I might do him. I might do Norbauer, Dest, Perisic. That's pretty good. I'll do that for now. So that gets me a few levels up and gets me a bit more up the extra XP per game. But yeah, well, a few cock-ups in that video, wasn't there? Me thinking I was getting a load of voltage. I was getting well excited. I haven't bought any cards, so I'm not going to do any spins. But if you do any spins, let me know what you get, because I've heard they're pretty good. So let me know in the comments. Yeah. Well, that is kind of going to be it for me today. That's me done. I can't get my words out anymore. I think this video has absolutely sent me sideways. Oh, I got a 5-star player there. Ignore me in my comments. If you do like the video, please like and subscribe, and I would love to see that. It means the world to me. And thank you to everyone who has done so far. I really do actually appreciate it. And I will see you on the next video. Cheers.